You don't have no friends because you're unlucky. You have no friends because something inside you learned to stay alone. And the uncomfortable part is you might not even realize when it started. Because if I asked you right now, when did you begin pulling away from people? You probably wouldn't have a clear answer. But your brain does. You tell yourself it's just how life turned out. People drifted. Conversations stopped. Nothing dramatic, just distance. But if you look closer, there's a pattern. You hesitate before texting someone. You replay conversations after they end. You feel like you're too much or not enough at the same time. And slowly, you stop trying. Not because you don't want connection, but because something in you expects it to go wrong. And this is where it gets important. Because the real problem isn't that you don't have friends. The real problem is what your brain believes about people and about you. At some point in your life, your brain learned something very specific. Connection is unpredictable. Maybe people ignored you. Maybe they misunderstood you. Maybe you opened up once and it didn't go well. It doesn't even have to be something big. Sometimes it's small moments, repeated over time. Being left out, not being heard, feeling like you had to adjust yourself just to fit in. Your brain doesn't forget these patterns. It studies them, and then it builds a rule. It's safer to stay distant than to risk feeling that again. So now, even if you want friends, your behavior quietly works against it. You overthink what to say. You hold back parts of yourself. You wait for others to make the first move. And when they don't, it feels like proof. See? No one really cares. But that's not reality. That's your brain protecting you. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a guard standing at a door. Every time someone tries to come close, the guard checks your past. If it finds even a small memory of rejection, it tightens security. It doesn't ask, is this person safe? It asks, have we ever been hurt before? And if the answer is yes, it keeps people out, even the ones who might actually stay. And this creates a quiet loop. You expect disconnection, so you act carefully. Because you act carefully, people don't fully see you. Because they don't fully see you, the connection stays shallow. And shallow connections don't last. So you end up alone again. And your brain says, I was right. But here's the part most people don't realize. You're not alone because you're unlikable. You're alone because your brain got too good at protecting you. You adapted. You became observant, careful, self-aware. You learned how to read people, how to avoid conflict, how to stay emotionally safe. And those skills helped you survive. But now, they're quietly isolating you. And this is where it gets a little deeper. Because it's not just about other people. It's also about how you see yourself. If somewhere inside you believe, I'm not that interesting, or people won't really understand me, then even when someone tries to connect, you don't fully trust it. You question it. You analyze it. You distance yourself from it. Not intentionally, but automatically. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to keep you in control. Because control feels safer than uncertainty. But connection, real connection, always involves uncertainty. And that's the part your brain struggles with. So what do you do with this? Not force yourself to suddenly become social. Not pretend to be confident. That doesn't work. Because the issue isn't your behavior. It's the pattern underneath it. The first shift is simple, but uncomfortable. Start noticing when you pull back. Not judging it. Just noticing it. That moment when you decide not to reply. That moment when you stop sharing something personal. That's your brain stepping in. Not because something is wrong, but because something feels familiar. The second shift is understanding this. Not every situation is your past, but your brain treats it like it is. So when you feel that hesitation, instead of asking, what if this goes wrong? Try asking, is this actually dangerous or just unfamiliar? That small question creates space. The third shift is allowing small exposure, not big changes, just small ones. Say one more sentence than you normally would. Stay in a conversation a little longer. Respond instead of disappearing. These aren't social skills. They're signals to your brain. Signals that say, we're safe enough to try again. And this is where things slowly change. Not instantly, but gradually. Your brain starts collecting new evidence. Moments where nothing went wrong. Moments where you were understood even a little. And over time, the guard at the door relaxes. Not completely, but enough. Because the truth is, you were never meant to do life alone. But you were also never taught how to feel safe with people. So you created your own system. A system that protects you, but also isolates you. And once you see that, something shifts. You stop blaming yourself. You stop thinking, there's something wrong with me. And you start realizing, this is something I learned, and I can slowly unlearn it. You don't need a lot of friends. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to let people get a little closer than your brain is used to allowing. Because having no friends was never random. It was a pattern, and patterns can change.